Alright, guys, I'm literally just, I'm just hanging out. I don't know if I'm gonna be telling stories or if I'm gonna make fun of talk radio or what. We're gonna try to have a little fun here. Um, we're also gonna have a cigarette because that's what I do. I smoke. Yeah. So anyway, where do I even start? I just let's be honest. Let's like get down to brass tacks. I just want to make another video right now. I just want to document shit. So I don't know. This is what I'm doing with my life. It's just after 4 a.m. It's 3 degrees out, but it's clear. So I guess we're good. No, we're not good. I'm wearing like fucking 5 layers. It's ridiculous. It gets so cold here up in the Northeast. It's ridiculous. Um, yeah. I'm trying to talk to my pal, but he apparently like he doesn't have a lot of data or something. I don't know how that works. I don't. My father works for Comcast. I don't know. Like we don't have a problem with that. I don't know how that works in other countries. So he's having trouble with that. He's got the heat on. Jesus. Um. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I understand. There's nothing you can do about it. Like me personally, I'm running out of fucking money. I don't. It's hard out there, and I don't know. You got these politicians who are like complaining about money and shit, but they're telling you you can't have a job if you didn't get the vaccine. I'm right here. I'm ready to work. What the fuck, dude? You're seriously gonna play that game? Okay, all right. You're fucking everybody over by doing that. Uh, I was complaining last night. I had some ham steak and some mashed potatoes, a little pepper on there, you know, and and then I came out here and I was complaining to myself. I wish I recorded it, but not everything needs to be recorded. I guess. Obviously, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to document these moments in my life, but where I have outbursts. But I was complaining about Fauci, and I was like, you know what? Again, we can't. We have all these mandates, so we can't have a job if we haven't been vaccinated. All right, okay, you want to play that game? All right, you don't have employees. Okay, it doesn't bother him because he doesn't. He's not firing his employees. Uh, my mother's been out of work for a week because she has the vid, and it's like she she followed all your fucking rules, Fauci. She got two vaccines, and she's pushing to get the booster. I guess you have to be like, it's like being a college student or something. You have to like, you have to qualify to get the fucking booster shot. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. I haven't taken a single vaccine at all. I don't do that. I'm not playing your game. Um, so now my mother has it, but she's been vaccinated twice. So how, like, okay, so the vaccine's gonna cure everything? No, I don't think it is. Nope, I think you're wrong, bud. Get the ball, bud. I think you're wrong. I don't know. It's all fucking Biden administration and Fauci, and they're all fucking idiots. They have no idea what the fuck. Let's go, Brandon. It's just stupid at this point. It's the kind of thing like, you know, you have a book. Do you want to read that book, or do you just, after a couple pages, put it down and be like, I'll get to it later? It's fucking stupid. I hate it. What is all right? That's enough of me. Let's check out some talk radio, and hopefully we'll have some fun. Hopefully it's not all commercials.
Oh no, I won't. I wanted to be surprised when he comes in.
Dr. Christian.
Why, Judy.
And Jerry. Oh, it's so good to see you, both of you.
This thing
Well, it's good
like
to see
old
you
stories.
too, but we're coming on the 8:30.
Come on in, Bill. Dr. Christian, this is Mr. Conway.
How do you do, Dr. Christian? Well, how do you do?
And Mr. Conway, Jerry Turner.
How do you do? Well, this is a surprise.
Ah, you don't know the half of it.
We were going to meet you at the station. Well, I'm afraid that's my fault. Judy and I came east on the same train. I live in the city, you know, so I didn't see why she should have to wait for the bus when my car was right in the garage. Oh, you drove from the city?
Uh-huh, we just got here.
The garage.
Haven't been home yet.
Well, say, if Mr. Conway's in a hurry to get back, why...
Oh, I'm taking him to the house to meet my family.
Oh. Well, Judy, how does it seem to be back?
Ah, grand.
Well, I don't know. Tomorrow morning the work starts. You'll be back at your, desk.
I love it.
Oh, but you don't need to be at your desk too early. Maybe you better sleep late and get the rest.
Rest? Oh, the way Bill and I have been going places, it's Hollywood that needs the rest.
Oh, you met Mr. Conway in Hollywood, huh?
Yes.
Oh, did you see any of the picture studios?
Oh, we spent a whole day at 20th Century Fox. So I'm shooting a picture and everything.
I don't suppose you saw any of the big executives at their desks.
No, but we met some of the stars. Bill knows everybody in Hollywood.
Well, not exactly everybody. My father has some connections out there which come in handy. Oh, and perhaps you know my father, Dr. Christian. D.J. Conway? Senator Conway? Yes. Sure I do. That is, I don't really know him, but I've heard a lot about him. He's heard a lot about you, too.
Ah, you bet he has.
In fact, I saw his picture in the paper just the other day, sitting at his desk.
Well, we better be getting along or we'll be late for dinner.
Good evening, Dr. Christian. I'll be seeing you again. Good evening.
Good night.
I'll be seeing you again.
Judy, I'd sort of planned to... Goodbye, Turner.
I'll be in early tomorrow, Dr. Christian, because I've got a big surprise for you.
Is it a big fucking beaver? I'll be the first to admit I'm a fucking asshole. I am a complete... I told my friend the other day, he was telling me all these things. Yeah, you're a really great guy. I think you're a great person. And you care about people. I do. I do care about people. I care about people that are close to me. But the people that I hate, my blood is boiling. I am not by any means, excuse me, a good person. I am not a good person. The people that I don't like, I want them to hurt. I want them to be in pain. And that's not a good thing to say, but that's the way it is. The people that I love, I will do anything. I will snuggle them to sleep. I want nothing more than for them to be happy. But today, my mother was asking me, and this is funny because for years, you do like your stocking stuffers and stuff around Christmas. So my mother would get me like Hall's, cough drops, just because it's like a nice thing. You have cough drops, on deck. And she'd get me like the honey lemon ones, and I always hated those. I always fucking hated those. Oh, excuse me again. I had some Italian ice earlier, so and I've had some Gatorade, so that's a whole other thing. We're gonna get into that, for sure. But my mother used to get me like the honey lemon ones, and I was like, oh, I really don't like these. Like, when I was younger. Nowadays it's like I'm 31 years old. It's like fuck all. just take what somebody gives you. Just be happy about it. Um, so she asked for the cough drops that I like, which are the Hall's Fruit Breezers, the ones that are like berry, and they look like they get the kind of cream thing going on. And I was like, yeah, I'll go find those for you. Yeah. She left me $10. I left it on the table. I was just like, I'll just pay. What are they like $3? I'll just buy it, even though I don't have a lot of money right now. Um, and So I went to the local store up the street. They didn't have them. They only had the like the blue kind, like the menthol ones. I think they are. And I was like, no, she's not gonna like those. Um, then I went to CVS, the local CVS. They didn't have them. Rack is empty. Everybody's buying them up. And then I went to another store. I went to a Shell station. And I was like, all right, they might have them because 99% of the time, when I'm looking for something and I can't find it anywhere else, and this is going to lead into the Gatorade thing. Um, I'll go to that 24-hour Shell station because they just end up having. I mean, they have a fucking microwave in there. You could buy some Totino's pizza rolls and microwave them at the fucking store and just like eat them there. They have a table and chairs and shit at a gas station. That's weird to me. It might be normal to some other people. I have no idea. I don't know what goes on in other states. But that's just weird to me. It's like, oh, okay, I could just dine in. That's a gas station. I mean, obviously, Totino's pizza rolls aren't very good for you at all. Uh, they don't really do anything for you except fill you up and make you feel comfortable. And you're buying them from a gas station. It, like it's like rule one: you don't buy food from a gas station. I don't know. That's just interesting to me. So I went in there and I was like, "Do you have cough drops?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, they're right over there in that aisle." So I went down there and they didn't have Hall's Fruit Breezers, and I was again just disappointed. Like, where do I'm not even convinced that they make them anymore. I gave my mother the last of what I had because I they're they're way more comfortable than like the honey lemon ones. My dad uses the honey lemon ones. He's used to it. He's cool with it. He likes to use those ones, and we have a shitload of those. The house, um, at the other house, because I'm actually at my neighbor's house right now. That's a long story. She moved out, and I'm allowed to park here. I can go in the basement and hang out if I want. It's so weird. I've done things for her for years, so she's like, yeah, do what you got to do. Um. So anyway, what they had there at the gas station was obviously the blue ones, the menthols or whatever the fuck, and then they had cherry. So I was like, all right, cherry is close. Cherry rhymes with berry, so that's close enough, right? So let's grab these. So I grabbed a pack. It was like $2, something. I was like, don't even worry, mom. Don't even, it's $2. And I got her those. She was fine with those. She took them right away. She took them off the table. Like there's certain politics around the house. Like there are certain things that like we'll all leave on the table for certain reasons. I left those on the table because I'm trying to stay away from her. Um, and she grabbed them right away. So I know that she actually used them. That actually helped her somehow. Because she was like, oh well, we have the honey lemon. If you can find these, and unfortunately I couldn't find them. So yeah, I can't find my pack of cigarettes right now. Yeah, so she took those, and that's good. That's a good sign that she appreciated that. Those are helpful to her in some way. So now we get to the Gatorade. What's going on, guys? What's going on with the Gatorade? I drink Gatorade for the electrolytes because I need them. You go to like any fucking gas station around here and you can't find Gatorade right now. Everybody's buying it up. Luckily today I was able to get there. I got some grape, I got some lime, and I got some orange. You got 3 bottles. And I was like, all right, cool. That's enough for a lifetime for me. I go day by day. But luckily they restocked. And this is what I'm saying about this store that I was talking about. It's a 24-hour shelf. I mean, like, they always have something. They always have something. Like, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. You're looking for beef jerky. Maybe you're looking for fucking bagel bites. I don't know what the fuck, but they always have something. They stock up. They're a large company, obviously. So they stock up. And I've worked in retail, and I know that when you're in charge of making the orders for certain things, maybe they're not available. Maybe you figure, oh, this doesn't sell well, so I'm not going to get more of it. It's like Cheyenne's, like the stores that I go to get these. Whoop, 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 whoop. Back it up a little bit. Whoop. Nobody really buys these. I'm like 1 out of 10 people in the world that even fucking buys them. I wouldn't smoke if I. These are cheap. These are like $6 a pack. Whereas most packs of cigarettes, like my father buys Parliaments at like, 11, $12. Like, I'm not paying that much for cigarettes. Fuck that. I'll quit smoking before, you know. So they're Cheyennes. They're enabling me in that way. But anyway, most of the places that I go, the convenience stores and gas stations that I go to, they do have them. The liquor store has them. I buy them, and nobody else buys them, so it's easy to grab them. These are just, I look on the rack. I'm like, see what they got. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about my fucking bullshit. Maybe we'll get back to it. We're at like almost 20 minutes. Let's check out some of this.
Radical socialist financier and diplomat had been forced by socialist opposition to give up the task.
Oh God, politics.
50 Japanese bombing planes disrupted Canton's railway traffic over the weekend by intensified assaults, especially on the Canton to Hankow line. Trains from Hankow were held up for 24 hours while workmen repaired bridges, trestles, and trackage. Japan reportedly continuing to carry out a major readjustment of her diplomatic policy toward the U.S. and other world powers along the lines of her proclaimed objective, pacification of Eastern Asia. The Foreign Ministry said to have issued a circular cablegram to Japanese diplomats instructing them to explain Japan's intentions in their war on China. Dr. H.H. Kung, China's second most powerful leader, declared all current talk of Chinese-Japanese peace, which apparently is inspired by Tokyo and Berlin, is utterly baseless. Characterizing the Ludlow Amendment recently defeated in the lower house of Congress
what I gather is China is complaining
Daniel
about Japan.
J. Doherty
Well,
of Woburn, Massachusetts, National Commander of the
Japan is an
American Legion,
intelligent country.
has
China
declared
is not.
that adequate defense is now the most vital question confronting the nation. Arriving unheralded at Albert Whitted Airport from Nashville, Tennessee, aboard a National Airlines transport plane to spend several days with Mrs. Doherty, who is a guest at the Princess Martha Hotel. The Legion's #1 man later motored to Bradenton, Florida, to address delegates assembled at the 6th Florida District Conference. 55-year-old John Rio, former Lyndhurst, New Jersey metal lather, stopped by Inspector Harold R. King for questioning in connection with the motiveless slaying of 2 Long Island women found in New York City. Detectives seized the short, stocky man, also known as John Riovich, after a woman at the 15th Street rooming house in which he had lived for several weeks notified police of his whereabouts. She had seen his picture in the newspapers. Boris Shumansky was disclosed to have been removed as head of the Soviet motion picture industry, partly because of efforts to inject political propaganda and sex interest in a production of Treasure Island. The newspaper Soviet Art said Shumansky, long under fire for extravagance and failure to fulfill production schedules, had met with poor success in giving political touches to the Robert Louis Stevenson adventure classic. And the National Broadcasting Company today acknowledged a denunciation by the Federal Communications Commission of the Adam and Eve skit of December 12th with the statement that we agree with the high principles of broadcasting as laid down by the Commission. At the same time, Lennox R. Lohr, president of the Broadcasting Company, reiterated his letter containing the skit featuring Mae West was a human error in judgment. The Commission, in a rebuke made public yesterday, denounced the broadcast as far below the minimum standards which should control in the selection and production of broadcast programs. And those some of the day's top news stories as reported in the newspapers of Sunday, January 16th, 1938, on your radio, Dr. Christian, which continues now on Classic Radio Theater.
It's all arranged for you to quit next spring.
You and Bill Conway arranged
Yes,
it? Well, I'm glad you told me about it.
But that isn't all.
Oh, there's some more. Well, now that you got me out of the job, possibly you made some arrangement about how I'll manage to eat.
Please don't joke about it. I'm serious. Before Bill and I left the city yesterday afternoon, we had a long talk with Bill's father. There's to be a medical commission appointed in Washington next spring, and you're to be the head of it. You'll be supplied with a secretary, who'll be me, and you'll have
Wait a minute here. A medical commission?
To make a 3-year study of medical care for the common people. It's right in your line. Senator Conway said so himself.
Oh, boy.
They want a man who's had actual experience
I hope
in
Fauci's
the
on the
problems
board.
of both the doctor and the public. With your experience, you're just the man. And you'll have an office in Washington, D.C.,
And leave Riversend? No, that's impossible.
Why is it impossible?
Well, you see,
See, you can't think of one good reason.
Well, I'll have to give up my practice here.
There'll be other doctors on the commission. They'll have to give up theirs, too. If they can do it.
Oh, it's out of the question, Judy. Oh, you shouldn't have bothered the senator with it.
He was tickled to death to think you'd even consider it. Oh, please, Dr. Christian.
Tickled.
Don't you see this as your one big chance?
But I can't.
Don't say no. At least wait till Bill comes and talk it over with him. He's on his way now. He phoned me from his service station. He'll be here in 10 minutes. Now, just wait until...
Well, you like taking a beating at checkers this evening, Doc? No, hello, Roy. No, I've got something to think about.
Dr. Christian's going to be appointed head of a medical commission in Washington.
What's that?
Senator Conway's going to recommend him.
Well, say, this is near in Washington, eh? But I'm not going to accept. Oh, nonsense. Tremendous honor. You must accept.
He'll be a national figure, making a marvelous reputation.
May I come in? Oh, yes, come in. Come in, Mr. Conway. Hello, Judy.
Hello.
Oh, yes, please,
Mr. Conway,
please, come in.
Mr. Davis. How do you do? How do you do, Mr. Davis?
Bill's father is Senator Conway.
Oh, yes. Well, Mr. Conway, your father is recommending a fine man for the National Medical Commission. I'm sure of that. In fact, when we mentioned Dr. Christian to Dad, he seemed to know all about him. Well, Doctor, is everything all set? Well,
It's not comedy.
I don't know.
I just can't. It's
been
just
kind
the
of
way people
sudden.
used to
Sure,
talk.
it's all
It's
set.
just...
Giving up my practice here, well, it's not going to be so easy. But you'll have plenty of time to make plans. The commission won't meet until spring. Well, I'll have to think it over. Oh, of course. And if there are any difficulties Dad can iron out for you, I'm sure he'll be glad to do it, because he's counting on you. There won't be any difficulties. Well, confidentially, I'm counting on him, too. You see, I want Judy in Washington when I'm there next spring, so my motives are purely selfish.
Well, we'll be there. This is one time when
Christian. Why, Jerry.
The ice jam up the river's broken. What?
Oh.
The river's a torrent, still rising.
The bottomland's already flooded. They're getting people out of the houses now. You'd better hurry. Where are they taking them? Most of them to the Powell's place. But if the river keeps rising, that's going to be flooded too.
Was anyone drowned?
I don't know.
Wait till I get my kit. And, Roy, you and Judy better come along, too. We'll need all the help we can
It's
get.
like
Where's
out
that
of
raincoat you
nowhere.
brought me, Jerry?
I've got it out in the car.
Is your car outside?
Yeah.
All right, I'll meet you there. I'm going back to the store, get some bandages and things.
Well, hurry, Roy.
All right, now. I'll go along with you. You, Conway? Now, you better not. You might get your clothes muddy. All the same, I think I'll go. All right, that's swell. We'll stick right together. Because as soon as we're through,
swell.
I've got something to say to you.
From 84 years ago, January 16th, 1938, Dr. Christian. The conclusion next on this Sunday Classic
Dr.
Radio
Anthony
Theater.
Fauci.
The National Weather Service is calling for falling temperatures and record snowfall in parts of the nation.
Oh
Winter is
boy.
here, and the last place
Oh
you
boy,
want
not
is
in the
stuck
Northeast.
in the
Oh,
snow.
no.
You need Track Grabber
No.
Extreme Traction. Skip the stuck. Rescue yourself. The Track Grabber Extreme Traction device has long been the secret of the U.S. Border Patrol, the Special Forces, the Department of Justice, Highway Police, and law enforcement across the country. Now, to keep you and your loved ones from being stuck in the snow, mud, or sand, Track Grabber is available to you. Be a hero this year. Give the gift of rescue. Skip the stuck. Track Grabber installs as easily as...
Yeah, I'll give you the gift of rescue. It's called a knife or a gun. Can't believe. So we do this annual Christmas thing where like the whole family gets together. And I hate my cousin. I have a lot of cousins. That's because this is one cousin. Hate my cousin. We did like a Secret Santa thing, so I got like my Aunt Karen, and she's not a Karen. She's not, her name is just Karen. She's a sweet woman. And a good mother. I got her this like Irish throw blanket, and because they're out of anybody on my mom's side of the family, they are the most Irish people that you could ever imagine. And I mean that in a good way, like they're good people. So I got her that, and I forget what I got. Oh, the best part was that my grandmother, the matriarch, she got me. So she got me like a nice candle and some cool stuff. I liked that. That's what I wanted. Just some candles, some cool stuff that we're not going to get into. And that was cool. But where was I going with that? I'm like losing my mind now. I'm like too drunk to even fucking. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I just want to like fucking talk. I guess I just like to hear myself talk. I guess. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. So my cousin, who's my age, part of another family. We're like the five families. My mom's side of the family is fucking amazingly huge. Which begs the question, why are me and my brother and my cousin Tabby doing everything for my grandmother, and we're the only ones contributing to anything? Where's everybody else? They're up in New Hampshire. Why are they not doing anything? Drive down. You all have cars. Your parents worked hard so you could have a vehicle. Take care of your fucking grandmother. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, one of my cousins, he's a chef, so he got a knife for his Secret Santa. I don't know who it was from, but he got a knife. He opens it, and it's a serrated chef's knife, and he's like, "Oh boy, I'm gonna do some damage with this." It's good when people talk like that. I can't. I lose it. I couldn't. I had to go outside and laugh. I can't. Like, do you want to see a real knife? Do you want to see what a real knife look like? You know, playing badass doesn't fucking help anybody. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody around you. Like fucking Crocodile Dundee. Like, it's just, you know, have you seen any of my machetes or my buck knives or? That's hilarious to me. That's good. That's what he considers it. He's like, that's his appropriation for like what a knife is. Dude, you haven't seen a knife in days. Oh man, you haven't seen a machine gun either. What the fuck? I didn't say anything. Me and my father, right before they arrived, because they always show up late, me and my father were outside having a cigarette. You know, we sneak out the back, like the back, like the back door, like we go all the way downstairs, we go out, like way out the back door. You know, because he thinks nobody knows that he smokes, even though, you know, everybody knows everything. And, I don't know, he goes, listen, just don't say anything to Dominic, alright? I was like, no, I wouldn't. You know, I'm on his level, I understand. Don't be peaceful. You know, I may not like him, and I express that to my family, my immediate family. But yeah, I'm not gonna like cause some chaos or some shit. But I had to go outside and laugh. Like I could not handle just the innocence of him. Just not like, oh, that's a knife to you? That's a weapon to you? Well, obviously he's gonna use it to cook. He's a chef, but I think that's just hilarious. I was like, don't worry, Dad. I'm not saying shit. I'll keep it to myself. Like, man, when you don't know what a weapon is, it's like, what was that? What was that quote from? It might have been. No, it wasn't True Detective. It was Justified, I think. Or no, it might have been Deadwood. I think. I don't know. I don't remember what show it was from. It was like, put that away and stop thinking it's a problem solver. Yeah, it was from Deadwood. Yeah. It was when his friend he had like the little fucking pop gun. Going to war. Like, yeah, stop thinking of that thing as a problem solver and put it away. That's like the gist of what transpired. And then, you know, I had come up from having a cigarette with my father, and he my cousin, he patted me on the back. He's like, "Oh man, were you just having a cigarette? Oh man, I would have had one with you." And he's a complete douchebag. He's like the definition of a douchebag. I hate douchebags. And so I go, "Don't worry, we'll catch one later." And I think I told this story, but when it came time to, you know, the three of them, my cousins, like the three on that, like in that particular family, like I said, there's a bunch of us. And I love the other two to death. I love them. They were all standing in the kitchen, and the kitchen is where you bypass that's how you get downstairs to go out for a cigarette or, you know, whatever. So I just walked in there. I stormed right into the kitchen, and I was like, "All right, who the fuck is having a cigarette? Let's go." And they all followed me out. I was like, I felt like a fucking boss. fucking cool. There's so much going on with like this fucking stupid, this COVID shit. Everybody's paranoid, and then everybody's prideful, and then I can't fucking. And apparently, none of the three of them have had vaccines either. My cousin Tabby apparently has it. My mother has it. Everything's fucked up. It's just, you know, put it away. That's how I look at it. Just can we please just put this away? Put the toys away. Put them away. Let's be done with this. It's just ridiculous. And I was supposed to drive to my aunt's house. Apparently she came by, but I was supposed to drive there to get my mother a test kit. She had two, and said, they were on the dining room table in her house. So my mother was going to give me the key to go in there, but her daughter has it. So I'm not afraid of COVID at all. I'm not scared of COVID at all. But if my mother is afraid that she has it, right? I'm going to walk into a house where we know that my cousin has it, and what am I going to bring back besides the COVID test? That doesn't make any sense at all. My aunt should have dropped it off, and I think that's what she did. I was asleep. I don't fucking know. I just remember I woke up and my father was like all depressed. I was like, "You all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, she just tested positive for COVID. I don't know how I'm gonna live in the same house if it." It's like, Dad, it's fine. Like this new strain, it goes by in like a couple weeks. Like, I don't know. He takes things very seriously. So I don't know. I'm gonna cut it off there because I'm almost at like 40 minutes here. I just wanted to like hang out and talk. Anybody who enjoys watching like my videos or whatever, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you had some laughs or something. I don't fucking know. It's just to have fun with it. Don't watch it if you don't feel like watching it. That's all. But yeah, that's about it.